I got my first programming experience while attending a higher technical college at the age of 15 or 16. At that time, I also got my first iPhone, which really kicked things off for me. I became such a big fan of the App Store and mobile apps in general that I just wanted to be a part of it. So I started some personal projects in the field and basically self-taught myself a lot about iOS development from there. So when I started, I wouldn't necessarily say that I favored or liked any language in particular. In school, we started with C and C#, but basically I would just choose the programming language which would get the job done. And for iOS development at the time, that happened to be Objective-C. As iOS developer, you're basically responsible for all aspects of an iOS application. So starting from the UI, the animations, to user experience, but also all the way back to databases. You also work with a lot of system frameworks like location services, the camera, Bluetooth, just to name a few examples. So you can probably best compare it to being a full stack developer on the web. And also what started as iOS applications that run only on the iPhone is now expanding to more and more Apple platforms like the iPad or Apple Watch, for example. What I like most about being an iOS developer is that you can really quickly bring your ideas to the device. So that usually takes only a couple of minutes, and then you can play around with the interface. You can really get a look and feel for the stuff that you're building. What I also like is that we usually work very closely with designers and that there is no clear separation between front end and back end. So it's really easy to start doing some work on the front end and then jump to work on the database. One of our biggest challenges at the moment is that there is currently a transition in technology to a more modern programming language and UI framework is going on. But on the other hand, we have a lot of big projects which need to be maintained. So you kind of need to know a little bit of both worlds at the moment. And my preferred technologies are Swift and UIKit. My number one advice is just do it. I think now is the best time to start programming because there's a lot of free material online, such as courses, how-tos, videos, and stuff like that. And what worked very well for me is to pick out some personal projects that I'm passionate about, because this way it's way more natural to learn things on the go as compared by studying books. Regarding education, I think that any technical education helps really, and a university degree is definitely not mandatory to get started. To keep myself updated, I like to get the news directly from Apple via their annual Worldwide Developer Conference, but I also follow some specific newsletters regarding iOS development.